We're live. Look at that.
What's up?
For those just joining us, we don't know if anybody's joined us yet, so we are going to hang tight a little bit, chill, enjoy some of Marcus's humor. It's a great day, folks. It's cold. Cold. If you're in Southern Illinois, we have just had a monster cold front roll through.
Winter storm in the fall.
Is it really still the fall?
I don't know. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
We've been fall fishing.
Huh?
Fall fishing. It's November. I think it's still the fall.
Grab your cocktails, grab your drinks, grab your food, have some lunch, dinner, whatever.
A couple beers.
So we're just chilling at the round table. For those that have watched a bunch of episodes, I've done a lot of stuff at the round table. I showed it off. This is the round table. So got your Ozark banner, got the 3-pound fishing. Go ahead, what you got?
It's a cool table.
It's got
Got a lot of decor here.
it's warm and inviting.
A lot of deer heads. I like antlers.
I started bleaching. Who are the deer hunters out there? We got some bow hunters out there?
Well, I don't see any questions yet. Post your questions if you didn't see my comment earlier.
Let us know if you can hear us. If we don't see something posted shortly, we have to do it whatever we did last time. Oh, there we go. We got a post. Sweet. All right. So this is a bleached antler. I soaked this sucker in a bucket of bleach. Look how white that got. That's sweet. Thing is white. I think I was going to like wrap it with some leather here and then I could use them as rattles. That type of deal.
Yeah.
That guy up there, that's a 7-pointer. That's probably the biggest deer I've ever with a bow. Shot with a bow. It's 7, doesn't sound impressive, but it's thick. The bases are like big.
It is very thick. Happy Veterans Day also to all the veterans out there. Wade, I hope you're watching. You better be watching. Happy Veterans Day, brother.
It's a good day. I hope we got a bunch of people from Southern Illinois enjoying this cold weather. It rolled in quickly. So we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We got some exciting stuff to talk about.
Junkyard says he can't see us.
Can't see us. I can see you.
Oh, I can see you.
Can you hear us?
I didn't bring my glasses.
We pride ourselves on the sound. Went to fish during a full moon. Does that mean you were fishing? You were fishing at night, I guess. Night fisherman.
Tomorrow's a full moon, right?
Is it?
I think so. It's the rutting moon.
That's not good for us, right? Because then they would move at night.
No, that means the rut's about to start.
Oh, is it the
I
deal?
don't know. I think the rut happens at the same time every year, but people go by the moon phase, and this should be the rutting moon.
So I'm playing with an idea of, and we haven't started our live feed yet. We're still waiting for some people to join us, but 3-pound fishing branding right here. Marcus is going to get branded at the end of
Comment below on who you want to be branded, me or Matt or Wade.
So, Wade, you're up. I don't know, something right there.
The price is right, brother.
Really? How much would it cost? How much would it cost to get Marcus to do it right now? What would you pay to get Marcus branded with this? Or right here.
What would I accept or what would they pay?
No, what would you take?
I've seen it in action. It's pretty going to be pretty painful.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I would need a new truck. Not a brand new truck. A new used truck.
That's a lot. That's a lot. For that?
All right, how much would you take?
That's a lot.
How much would you take?
I wouldn't do
12
it.
pack?
I wouldn't do it. No. And I love three. I mean, that's
Pound of
that's
minnows.
Pound of
Pound
minnows.
of minnows.
I don't like pain. So.
I would consider a 3-pound tattoo, though. That'd be pretty cool.
And not a brand?
I can't do a brand, man. Maybe in my younger years, but my dad's taught me better than that.
Yeah.
I've done some dumb stuff. But... we got a bunch of votes for Wade coming in.
Wade. I'll text him. I'll let him know. Get on here, big boy.
Mark Terry says, "What's going on, Matt? What's going on?"
Mark Terry.
Wade. It looks like Wade's the winner. We got a lot of Wade votes.
Rick's gonna be heading our way. Good luck, brother. It's been tough. It's been tough this week. I did about a lot of guide trips. I won't even tell you how many I did. It was quite a bit. And it was funny. You'd spook those fish as soon as you got close to them. We catch one or two. We did have one pile that gave off 10, but that was the best pile that we experienced. And it was a lot of work this week. We did a lot of guide trips. So we'll start. Happy Veterans Day. Big deal. Marcus is a veteran.
That's right.
Wade's a veteran. So we did that the Fallen Outdoors earlier this year. So we really do appreciate our veterans. It's important to 3-pound fishing. Tell us your story.
I just did 4 years in the Army as a tanker, drove a tank, lived in Germany for a couple of years, did a peacekeeping mission in Kosovo, finished off my service at Fort Knox, got out, went to school. It's a good time, miss it. Good brotherhood.
So that's awesome. That's awesome. You were the tank guy, right?
Yep. Pretty safe job. Always have a heater too for times like this.
So do we have any vets out there? I know Wade is a Marine. Very proud of my boy. He has a lot of stories. It's always fascinating to spend the time in the boat with him and to hear what he has to say. So we've learned a lot about what he's gone through. So hats off to the vets. So today we got a lot to talk about. Fishing wise, the fish are changing. Marcus and me haven't fished in a while. I guess it's been
a week. That's a while.
That's a while.
That's a while.
I'll tell you what, in Southern Illinois, Rick, I know you're coming down here, buddy, but it has changed. The fish have schooled up. They are moving around the lake. They are deeper than you would like to see them right now, and I'm sure this cold front that's coming is going to bring them up a lot more shallower. So it should get better as long as the weather holds out and it stays cold like that. You know, Southern Illinois has got a fantastic winter fishery. It's unbelievable at Lake of Egypt in particular. 4 foot down, you can catch a ton of fish, and you don't need minnows to do it. So that's a big thing. So.
Especially for me. I love them jigs.
Yeah, he loves the jigs, and so natural colors work great. But all the lakes in Southern Illinois have a great winter catch, and so are all great fisheries regardless. But today what we want to do, big thing is that we have a new sponsor, and we wanted to announce it. America Fish Tree is on board with 3-pound fishing, and I can't say enough good things about them, folks. You're going to see a lot of episodes where we're fishing over brush piles coming up, and those are American Fish Tree attractors. And I'm telling you, and they have posted it as well, within 30 days, and this is no BS. I'm being legit. These things provide the shelter, the cover that these fish want, and they are engulfed by these fish. It's amazing. So I've actually got 2 right here, and Marcus is gonna, before I even do that, I'm gonna tell him. So I don't know if I got a response from the owner on this one, but I'm just gonna tell you there's 2 pieces. There's a main body, it's about 4-inch PVC, and then I'll just call them arms. And all you do is simply slip them in. It is the easiest thing. You will see ads left and right, and you'll see one posted tomorrow morning. Please watch it. These things slip in so easy. You're done within 4 minutes. You sink them within 2 seconds, and these things last forever. So AmericaFishTree.com, check them out. No ad whatsoever. Without a doubt, I've done bamboo, I've done PVC, and America Fish Tree is by far on the lake right now my hottest place I go to. I bring all my guide trips to the American Fish Tree, and I talk about it because I want them to realize that it's the cover they provide that gets those fish to be there. You can see their sticker up there. We appreciate them to being a supporter, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to slip one in here. We have a 46 and a 60 inch. So bring that camera. This is going to kind of be a little cattywampus. Let me turn the light on here. So what you have here, and hopefully you guys can hear me, is this is a 46 right here, and this is a 60. So this is a really a big dog right here, 60 inch. This is not something you would want to hold off your dock. This is something you probably sink in a lake or sink in your own personal pond. But this guy right here at 46 inches is perfect to hang off your dock. So if you own a dock, if you own a home on a lake, slip these guys in. Right there, the PVC, there's a crush fit. It's really simple. Into this 4-inch PVC. You hang that sucker off. You can see how light it is. And because it's denser than water, it sinks. You don't even need anything to sink. It literally will fall right into the water, and you're good to go. Now, if you want something to maybe keep it a little, sturdier or whatever, you want to put a brick at the bottom, whatever. Regardless, throw it off, you're good to go. That thing's going to attract fish all over your dock, folks. AmericanFishTree.com. Check them out. That is the 46-incher right here. Very light. I'm showing you right here. Look, you see this? These things that slip in and out. And that's it. Now the big guy, again, that's a 60-incher. Nothing you're going to probably put out your leg or your arm. All right, here we go. All right, we're back.
We had a question earlier about the moon phase.
I don't know much about the moon.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Hey, we appreciate American Fish Tree. Check them out. I'm serious. AmericanFishTree.com. Without a doubt, the best thing I've ever put in my lake. Bamboo attractors, PVC. That takes the cake. All right. What do you got? Moon? I don't know anything about the moon.
Yeah, maybe somebody else can answer that question.
All right. Wade Recker's on there. Yeah, no back-breaking work, no doubt about it. 4 minutes, 5 minutes to put them together. Bam, done.
Wade, it's coming at you, brother.
All right, so and if you read the comments, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
We're going to go back to the comments if we don't catch you guys right away. You can also do Super Chat. That will highlight your comment, and we'll grab it right away. So Super Chat's awesome. That supports 3-pound fishing.
Appreciate everybody saying thanks for your service. I know Wade does too.
So a lot of people, if you follow the crappie fishing tournament trail, you'll know that there's been some scandal, some issues going on there. I can tell you, I guess my vibe on the whole thing is that we've got a lot of good stuff going on. We've got Josh Jones, we got the Matt Rogers, we've got the young guns showing us a new way of fishing, which we're trying to adopt. I mean, without a doubt. So we're trying to go to the single pole, the aggressiveness. And I know that there was a lot of hang up there for a while on the cheating or whatever situation that occurred at the Crappie USA event. So my 2 cents is that actually the crappie world, the crappie situation is actually really, really good. We've got a lot of great things happening. And I thank Matt Rogers, and I thank Josh Jones, and I thank the new way style of fishing. And I know there are a lot of people out there that aren't going to believe necessarily in live scope, but it's here. And I think we all have to accept it. And I think it's actually adding a serious level of excitement to the sport. What do you think about that?
I agree. I'm looking at this comment here from Matt Wiley. Got his first 3.2 pounder, 18 inches long, 15 inches around. It's awesome.
Yeah, you have joined the 3-pound club. I'm jealous. Not there yet.
My biggest is the 17-incher. I didn't get a good weight on it, but you get there.
I had a couple guys from Kentucky. Was it Kentucky? Yeah, it was Kentucky. They actually caught big fish, and they didn't weigh it as well. So if you don't have a scale available, you just don't do it. Not going to happen. So, all right. So we put out a video last night, I believe it was. It was last night. And Marcus hammered a catfish in it. It was maybe about a 3.5 pounder.
3.5.
Is it bigger than that?
That was an 8. No, my catch.
He saw the video and he said, it was a lot bigger than
That was at least an 8-pounder. We should have waited.
And I'll be honest with you, for people that don't do YouTube, the crappie definitely looks smaller on the channel. I've always noticed that. So if you don't bring it up to the camera itself and show it, and I know people are going to make fun of that, but regardless, an 11-inch, 12-inch crappie, they don't look very big.
I mean, when we saw that catfish live, I mean, you heard it on the video. You were like, "Oh, look at that!"
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't going to do that. I mean, that was a legit 8 to 12.
You were using the Pro Series
Yeah,
Ozark
yeah.
rod right there?
Yep.
I think that guy's right here. Check out the backdrop. We worked on this backdrop. You see the stickers, folks? Come on now. They got the Ozark. That's Marcus's.
That's all I need right there. 10-footer.
It's awesome.
Feels amazing pulling them in.
It was a good fight. It was a good video. We're not getting the views we like on it, but at the end of the day, if you guys spend some time and go over there and check it out, go to the catfish video catch. It's only about 2 minutes in, actually. It's pretty early, and it's pretty cool.
I mean, not everybody could have landed that fish. It took some serious skill and fishing experience to bring that sucker in. I let the rod do the work. The reel was seized up on me. If you can see in the video, I'm trying to get it unseized, the drag. Finally get it unseized and land that monster. I mean, some people couldn't have got it done.
I would have cut the line. I'm not a catfish guy.
I know.
I know you would.
I know you would. Party time.
No, I've never been a fan of catfish. In fact, my wife she won't even eat them. So if it comes near my boat, I snap it.
Rick Angel, what is the best baits right now? I mean,
So because Rick's coming down to Southern Illinois, he wants to know what lake you going to, Rick.
yeah, that's a good question. Right? I mean, that's how I attack it. What lake am I going to?
I would certainly start with minnows is easy, but if you're going to Rent Lake, you're gonna go with jigs. Rent Lake's an easy jig lake. And I would focus more on orange and chartreuse. Same with crab. If I was on Egypt, I mean, I fished with jigs a little bit this week and didn't have much luck, to be quite honest with you. So yellow and white, natural colors, but that might change. I mean, this cold front's going to change a lot of things. When those fish go shallow, they're going to be a lot more aggressive, and you can go with those natural body colors, and you don't need minnows.
Or yellow and white.
He's a yellow and white guy.
Or yellow and white.
He's a yellow and white guy.
Phil had a great experience with your live scope video. Put one on his boat and loves it.
So let's talk about live scope.
Okay.
All right. So with my experience in the last week, we just did so many guide trips and spooking the fish. I have been contemplating to a point where I called Garmin today, and I want to add a second live scope system to the boat. People are going to say that's overkill. I don't necessarily need them both out in the front of the boat. What I want is one in the back of the boat or one that I can position anywhere on the boat. And then there always will be that one on the trolling motor. So that means, so I'm thinking if we're nose in the wind and the fish are behind us like we normally fish at Egypt, right?
Yep.
We'll have one in the back where I can steer it and say, they're still right there. They're still right there. They're right there. Opposed to us always guessing. So
I think it'd be killer for tournaments with two people in the front. I mean, you got one, your partner has one.
well, no, actually, if the sonars interact, if they come anywhere close, there's an interference. And then it's not useful.
Okay.
So they do have to be away from each other from the guy explained it to me.
How far did he say?
He didn't give me any like specs other than I feel like if one's going one way and one's going the other, we're good.
Right.
But my thought was that in Egypt, so my initial thought was that we would be pointing into the fish in Egypt and we'd have that live scope, looking at where they're at, right? But what's the problem with that? We're now casting into the wind, which is tough to do. If we're trying to stay 30 foot away from the fish, it's going to be hard to get that unless we have big weights on our. It's still going to be hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes that wind's up to 15 miles an hour, right? When we're out there. But if we have a live scope in the back of the boat, it was weird because when I talked to Garmin, they actually acted like it was something they hadn't heard of or thought about or whatever. I know there's got to be people out there that have two live scopes on their boats. I can't imagine. But
I would like one. I want to know where my depth is. at all times. You know what I mean. I mean it's great.
So the number one question is always like, where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at?
We got a question about crappie nibbles. Let me find it again. David Wood. I'll take the crappie nibble question.
Yeah, he's a professional. Oh, I'll read another one. Go ahead.
I used to use them all the time, and I thought they helped. And then you saw me catching some fish when you weren't, and you started using them a little bit. But I think we've both kind of gotten away from them. But I know a lot of crappie fishermen that swear by them. When the bite is tough, I always have them on. Doesn't hurt, and they're cheap enough. Why not?
I don't leave. I mean, I go to every lake that I travel to with everything I possibly can have. So if that means I'm always going to have minnows, I always have power bait with me, and I always have jigs with me. So I go to every lake prepared to do anything and everything I possibly can to get a bite. So that one particular day, or how many days we fish with nibbles, I mean, whatever reason, whether it was the color, the taste, the what was going on in the water, I don't know. But
it was funny though. He made fun of me the first time I brought crappie nibbles on his boat
because he spilled like a whole freaking bottle of them on my boat. Remember that? We're gonna call this one nibbles.
And then he cleaned all those nibbles up and put them on his side and started using them.
He spilled the whole bottle of them on my boat.
That's a good question though. We've had that same discussion many times.
All right, so I got a great package from Jinko Fishing today. A hoodie, shirt, and today or this year I'll be using 100% slasher heads, whether it be with the there's a lot of varieties of them, but they sent me a lot of slasher heads because that's really what I like. I like a standard slasher head. I don't know, right there. And you see that little hook right there? I think what I like the most about it just grabs that plastic. This is no sales pitch, folks. It is really tough. That's a tickle fry right there. Sorry, right there. And that's a slasher head. That's actually a 1/16 ounce slasher head. And that's the money maker right there. That's a whatchamacallit color. And that's what we use. We use a lot on Lake of Egypt right there. Right there. That's the money maker. And that's what we're going to be using. Props to Jinko Fishing. I love their heads. And they're just a great company. Great support for 3-pound fishing. So enough said about that. JinkoFishing.com. Check them out. The YouTube channel is up to 8,900 subscribers, something around there. We appreciate the support, watching the videos and all that great stuff. Although the catfish video,
it's going to do well. I mean, we were talking about it now. They're all going to go look at it. They want to see the technique used to land that catfish. And they're all going to say, oh, that wasn't an 8-pounder. It was. I know my catfish.
Who's watching Monday Night Football tonight? That's
yeah. I wish we were.
We got Dancing with the Stars on.
I can tell what's on TV. Somebody doesn't have the ESPN package.
So in terms of the reel, I see Victor. I see your comment. Victor's been
that was
out.
Your poll, so I couldn't answer that.
Victor's been out on a guide trip. I appreciate your comment, Victor. They're Eagle Claw. I don't have any tie to them whatsoever. They're cheap. And in reality is they'll last about a year. They're $16. So, I don't spend a lot of money on reels. I'll always be honest about that. I just don't. And I don't even know if the open face reels are the answer for crappie fishing. I find myself in the wind, them getting tangled around the handles and all that stuff. So I can grab one real quick here. I got it.
Bring it down the house.
Bring it down the house. So this is the reel I use. It's $16. You can get them at Grizzly Jig. I don't think they have them anymore, to be quite honest with you, because I've heard twice now people saying that to me. But problem is that called a gate? It bends. I'm not the fondest of them in terms of quality and how long they're going to last. I've had these for about, I'll be honest with you, they're on the last leg. So
I use Fluger from Walmart. Yeah, but they work great. Love them. They're not expensive. They're good reels. I mean, I can't go away from the open face.
Really?
You're talking about those bait casters?
Well, the only problem I have is when you're throwing into the wind, or you have we spent a lot of time in the wind I think on Saturday we had 20-mile-an-hour winds, and it was, if you throw anywhere, that line will get tangled up the handle. I'm not saying there's any way you can get around it, but
I've just fished for 30 years on them, and I'm
I don't know.
I'm accurate and I'm good with them.
Yeah, I hear.
I don't know. I can't switch.
Matt Wiley, what's he got there? He's got 2 live scopes.
Yeah. He's talking about exactly what I was talking about. So each person can scan and know exactly where they're at.
Wow. So Matt, you want to put 3 in there actually? If you sounds like you want to put 3, but you have 2 right now. I mean, I get it. I mean, I don't know why more people haven't. To be quite honest with you, I mean, if I could have a dime for every time somebody asks me, "Where's my bait?" I would love them to have their own. So I don't have to swing the trolling motor. I do believe that in being efficient, that you want your live scope to be on your trolling motor. I really do. I agree with Josh Jones on that, Mark. But I would like to have also one in the boat that's mobile. My biggest fear, like everybody else's fear, what's going to happen next year, right? So Garmin or somebody's going to come up with the next generation, and I'm going to be like, damn, should I just spend that much money on that? Anyway.
And then he'll get it.
Yeah, then I'll get it anyway. Yeah, I know. That's how it happens. What's the warranty on the Ozarks? I'm not sure about the warranty on the Ozarks. I will check into that. I really don't. I know the family that owns the company, and I can tell you that they're good people, and that I can't imagine them not replacing them like anybody else would. Quiet moment.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Layla. She asked me for that. So there you go.
So let's talk about.
You need a beer?
Huh?
You got whiskey.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab a beer.
All right, you grab a beer. All right, so we're going to talk about some things. The boat upgrade. So there's going to be a lot of things happen to 3-pound fishing boat. It is right now, it's still at the lake, but it is about to get a wrap. So it's going to look different. I can't wait to show it to you guys. Going to do a little time lapse of the building of the boat. I don't know if you call it building, but the wrapping of the boat. And then also the biggest thing, and I actually posted this on a couple groups today, I want to do an upgrade of the battery situation. So anybody out there with the live scopes, Matt Wiley, I saw that you had multiple ones. I want the ultimate battery setup for the boat. And I know everybody's going to say the Blue Tops Optima is one version, but I know there's a lot of other versions out there. And I actually want to know exactly how they're, is there one battery going to a monitor, one battery going to the black box? Is there one battery going to whatever? I want to put as many batteries as it takes and the best in this boat. I want it to be, I don't want every power to ever be the issue. So what I've noticed in guiding the last 4 or 5 days is that I always notice my volts going down to about 10.5 or so. And that always concerned me quite a bit. And so I want to make sure we have the most power possible in the boat. So if you have any suggestions there, I would love to hear it. We got more comments. So questions about the winter guide service or whatever, I can just tell you right now that winter guiding, or if you have not experienced guide trips on Lake of Egypt during the winter, you have to go. It is a different experience. What happens is that, the warm waters push up in the coves, and that pushes the bait fish up there. And so the crappie obviously follow. And if you catch that on like a second or third day of that occurring, you will slaughter them. I mean, it's just an incredible, great experience. You're fishing with a float primarily. Some people throw out curly tails. Some people just throw out jigs. It doesn't really matter. But at the end of the day, they end up stacking up in those coves. So guide service, 3-pound fishing, check us out. We're going to do something interesting in 2020. It's not going to be interesting. We're trying to grow it. We want 3-pound fishing to be more than just about 3-pound fishing, myself, and the YouTube channel. We want it to be about myself, Marcus, Wade, So the guide service is going to be offered by all three of us, and we want to make sure that everybody knows that. So eventually, it'll be just a service across Southern Illinois and hopefully even Missouri, potentially. Cool. So 618, if you're interested, 694-5162. But the winter fishing is incredible on Lake Vija. It's great. So check it out. Lithium is the longest battery and longest lasting. I've heard that so many times now. You can position the batteries. The body size is more adaptable. The sound, whatever. I'm going to spend a crap load of money on batteries, is what I'm being told. So, we got new merch. So you'll see this hoodie right here is a hoodie that's on the website. We got beanies, new hats that are going to be there. Check out the website, 3poundfishing.com. You can purchase them there as well.
We've got a lot of questions coming in. What's the water temperature in Egypt right now? Rick Angel asked that question.
Well, Rick is coming again.
That's the same. Well, yeah. I'm just reading the question. I can't remember.
Near the power plant, it's 55, Rick. Away from the power plant, it's 49. The fishing gets good when it's in the 40s. So right now, those fish are in that really good transition. Well, they're in a transition period. I won't say it's really good. They're still deep. So 12 foot. You give it about a month. It could be as early as next week, like I said earlier. But they're harder to fish for when they're at 12 foot. But I still think you can throw a slip float at them. We hope to try that out on Sunday. So
yeah, hopefully.
If he's not
somebody said waiting for hard water in Michigan. I don't have it pulled up, but so if it froze here, winter fishing, they'd be on the shore. Could we still fish if we know where the brush piles are? Could we drill on top of them and catch fish? Or are they just going to move in and out?
Well, Egypt doesn't freeze.
Right. I'm saying if they did, he's in Michigan.
Right.
Can you fish brush piles like that? Or do you ice fishing?
We did an AccuView. I did it with flopping crappie last year, and you could actually see the fish in the brush pile. So yes, I would assume that you could still fish the brush piles, and that's probably where I would focus.
Awesome.
You like it?
I want to ice fish.
Well, flopping crappie put a camera down. If you guys ever check out flopping crappie, I'll give him a heads up. He YouTube channel. I like the dude. He's a good dude. But he put an AccuView down there, and I could see the crappie and the bluegill inside the pile. Now they were deep in the pile, so it's not like they were like suspended above it or anything. They were in it.
Yeah.
But
that'd be cool.
Hope
it gets cold this year. We might get ice fish this year.
You're not gonna ice fish. We're gonna be on Egypt.
You're gonna have to buy an auger, and it's gonna have to be a gas one because I'm not cranking it. What else we got?
Trying to think what else to talk to you guys folks about. So the episodes that are going to be coming up are going to be from Grenada. So you're going to see the episodes that we did there. There's going to be about 2 in a row. That's going to start. I might even post it tomorrow night, to be quite honest with you, since your catfish video is not doing very well.
Come on, folks, watch the catfish video. Share it with your friends.
But anyway, it probably won't be tomorrow night, but the night before. You're going to see 2 episodes in a row from Grenada. They're fantastic. It's primarily spider rigging, but what's interesting about Grenada is the drawdown. Me and Marcus went there about 2 months ago, and they weren't starting the drawdown. We had a great success, and I'll tell you, the drawdown changes things quite a bit. It's amazing what happens. It's a different perspective on Grenada, and it still was a great time, and we put some huge slabs. I think our biggest fish on that trip was 2.45, so you're going to see some big fish, but it's different, but fun. It's Grenada.
Yeah, definitely. If you like spider rigging.
If you like spider, we're not. Yeah, so we do spider rigging during tournaments. We definitely do spider rigging. We're in Mississippi, but it's definitely not something that we do here locally. We're single polars. We love throwing the float,
jigging the pile.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's hard to get me away from that.
Without a doubt. So, what else you want to talk about, brother? So let's talk serious. We got 31 people here. Someone that has had colon cancer. It's not a good topic, right? Today I had a colonoscopy, so this is the serious deal. So I'm 47. I got a clear bill of health after that colonoscopy today, so I'm good. But I have done this is numerous colon. I do it every 2 to 3 years to be safe. So I'm giving you a shout out right now. Be safe. Get out there and do a colonoscopy. I know it's a pain in the butt. it's look, we're having a great time, and this is the evening of it. Mine was done around 1 o'clock today.
Yep.
And I'm just saying, folks, take it serious. Colon cancer, it's something you can prevent. Get a colonoscopy. It's worth your time. All that great stuff.
Junkyard's on board with you.
Yeah. Amen. Seriously. You're going to shoot yourself if you don't do that. So that's my serious message of this live feed. And then I also wanted to, you're awesome tonight.
Thanks, man.
So yeah, you're good. So we miss our buddy Wade. We're having a great time. We love doing the live feeds. We're going to continue to do the live feeds.
Wade.
That's going to happen right there.
Wade.
We want to thank Jinko Fishing, American Fish Tree, Ozark Rods, all our sponsors. We can't do this stuff without them. We are looking forward to continuing to post like you wouldn't believe over the wintertime. This boy right here, he's crazy. He's crazy like I am. We are like the only guys, seriously, like there'll be nobody in a boat ramp.
3 degrees.
There'll be 3 degrees out and it'll be snow on the ground and we are going fishing. We're going to be the ones posting the videos. We aren't posting from a warm garage, folks. We're on the lake. I'll never forget those videos.
I won't either. It was brutal.
You were like, there's no guide trips. There's nothing else. Marcus time.
Junkyard posted a question. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah. There we go. At the bottom.
Oh, a guide giveaway? Sure. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure it'll come up here. Anybody want a guide giveaway in the wintertime? So yeah, we'll definitely do something like that. It's great about these Victor. Love my Victor, man. He's awesome. We had a great time, didn't we, Victor? Here's the story with Victor. It's so funny because I picked him up at the dock at Pyramid. So sometimes you get picked up at Pyramid and sometimes you get picked up at the house that I have out there. And I picked up Victor I remember that. And I said, let's just try around the docks. And so before we knew it, within 10 minutes, me and Victor had like 12 monster, at least 10 big crappie. Big crappie.
Started at 12, then it was at 10. Hold on.
Well, Victor might say regardless, we were like, we're like 10 minutes in and we got this. I remember that. I always remember. And he's a fun dude. He says 12. Yeah. See, he says 12. I just remember it was a big start and we were like, damn. And it was just like, let's just throw over here near this dock. And it was like, so at the time, folks, we didn't have live scope either. It was just, you were throwing and guessing.
Rip rapping docks.
Rip rapping docks. It's a big deal. So, hey, we appreciate you guys. Let's see. Maybe we should go through all the questions a little bit. I never see you.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Well, I've got a bunch of girls, Rick. It just doesn't, they're uninterested in dad at this age. So
my daughter really wants to get in one of the videos.
Well, she can come.
She does.
Yeah. Is she watching tonight?
She told me she's going to, but I haven't seen her comment or message.
We have a lot to learn about this live scope stuff. We're trying, but it's fun. Get you over here. We're drinking beer. We're doing whatever.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
When we can't fish.
So, David Wood, I'll go back to your question because I think that's a great question. Let's talk about minnows. Minnows is a great question. During the summer, it's a tough time to keep them alive. Even in Egypt, if you put them in the water, they'll die. So what I do in the wintertime is I do buy them in bulk. I get them at about 5 pounds, 6 pounds typically, and I keep them in my refrigerator, especially if I know I'm going to do a week-long fish. I'd rather just have them with me. I always buy them the night before any fishing day period. So I'll never buy fish. I never buy minnows in the morning of a fishery. I have a refrigerator. Sorry, the morning of fishing. I have a refrigerator that has everything knocked out of it that holds my minnows. So on a hot day, I store them in the refrigerator. During the wintertime, obviously you don't have to worry about that, but I do get them the night before. So, and I buy them a pound at a time during the winter for the most part because they're so lively, I guess. I don't know. Minnows is a big fact of life. I mean, we in Southern Illinois, people that live around here know that we've had a struggle with it. And so I call before I pick them up. And I always pick them up the night before. But during the summer, I'm always buying in bulk because I fish so much. Yakmore, I don't know about braided line yet in the wintertime because we don't fish with it. We haven't fished with it yet in the wintertime. I started fishing with that about 2 months ago. And so I don't know the situation with braided line.
I wouldn't imagine it would break. I mean,
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I like braid enough yet to go with it full time. I've tried some new stuff out. Let me show it to you. So I did a video on this stuff right here. Check it out, right? So a lot of people, say this is the stuff, and it tangled up a lot. And I was like, man, there's got to be something better. So I posted that video, and somebody had commented that you need to try Fireline. And they said that would get rid of all the tangles and everything, but it didn't. So I don't know if I'm sold on braid yet. So we use mono.
I like to use my teeth to cut the line, so I'll never go to braid.
I know there's a lot of frustrations with it. I mean, obviously it's very sensitive, and there's a lot of good things about it.
Advantages for sure.
Yeah, but if I'm like we were at the Ohio River, and I was like, I made sure I took my rods without braid because I knew I didn't want to spend time undoing the tip of my rod and stuff like that. So Fireline, Invisibraid, they're great. I got them right here. You'll see them from time to time in videos, but right now I don't know if necessarily I'm going to go from mono to them. So what else we got there?
I'm still confused. Why? You mean you're crappie fishing? Why do you need braid?
I think it's just
I know you
sensitive.
said it doesn't give, but man, I don't know. It seems like a lot of struggle.
I think it's a feel thing
for a crappie.
I think it's a sensitivity thing. I can tell you with braid, I felt it like immediately, and I felt like I could set the hook immediate. Also, when you get snagged, I don't think I ever wasted a hook. It was amazing how I could straighten out hooks. I mean, that was something else. I never wasted a hook. I never got broke off. It was like,
so that was cool. The case, and you don't have to tie on all the time. So
yeah,
I don't know. Might have to try it.
But the tangle, it would get tangled up against the tip and the reel, and I was like, eh. Do I think the line shy, high vis? Okay, so that's a great question. Huh?
I don't.
I don't either. I think that if they're biting, they're biting. I'll say that, but then I'll also say that if it's a really tough bite, I'll try anything I can. I'll go down in poundage. So a leader, go to a 6-pound leader, or I will try clear line. But I agree with you.
I see people using 4-pound line, and it's like it's not worth losing a fish. I mean, I get bit 10-pound line, 8-pound line. It don't
and I know people are sensitive to the color because it's it's green. It's kind of like chartreuse. If they can see chartreuse, why can't they see the high vis line? But I
was the same way when I first started fishing with you, and
yeah, I don't think
I use nothing but clear. I use nothing but clear, and now I want to see if it's wrapped around my tip. I want to see my line. I don't know. High vis offers a lot.
Yak, I agree with you, Bray. That the strong point is that there's no memory. I totally agree with you. It's like limp. It's like it does. There's no memory whatsoever. No curls, no coils, no nothing like that. I totally Shaq. Rick, yeah, there's a lot of people that sell the slime line. I don't even know. You probably could just buy it on their website, but Grizzly Jigs got it. I know Crappie Shop. Give Crappie Shop a call. Let me get you the number there. Crappie Shop is the home of Ozark Rods, and always got to give a shout out to them. They're a small town biz.
I didn't see one vote for me or you to get Brandon.
Well, yeah, you're
I
pretty.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Rick, I'll give you the number on that.
Wade is the toughest one of us all, I think.
I'll get you the number on that, Rick. Yak.
Braid will absorb water and freeze.
Wow. So, yeah. So we haven't experienced braid in the wintertime. That's an awesome topic. I didn't realize it would be. It's I never thought about that. But good thing I just took off. I just took off that Invisibraid off this reel. That's over the corner. I was like, out with you. So. Guys, it's been a great time. We're going to have a great year. We have a couple more sponsors that looking like they're going to come on. Does Crappie Shop have a website? I do not think they have a personal website yet, but they're going to. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you guys a phone number for Crappie Shop. You guys call this number. This is the owner. He actually gave me permission to give this out. You buy your Ozark rods at 618-201-5280. Blake. He's the owner of the Crappie Shop. He's the owner of Ozark Rods, and you can call him up. The guy's legit. He's young. He's excited. Wade's helping out. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. We like our backdrop. I like our backdrop.
I wasn't listening to you, Matt.
Oh,
Did you already answer that one?
they don't have a website yet.
Oh, okay, they don't.
Definitely weren't listening.
I wasn't listening, like normal. But I'm not a listener, folks. Not a listener.
Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about. You know, we're trying to do 2 videos a week. We're going to try to get other people out there doing videos for us, whether it be Marcus or Wade. I would love Marcus and Wade to do the videos as well. We want to grow 3-pound fishing. It can't just come out of one person. Sorry, I'm going to keep saying that. We want it to grow. We want 3 pounds. It's not about me. It's about the love of crappie fishing, and that's important.
That's right.
So, and those guys, I know that they're on board with it. So you're going to see the guide service grow. It's not, it's going to be all 3 of us doing it, and that's important. So thanks again. We appreciate it. We out.
Happy Veterans Day.